Alright, boys, what's poppin'? Today I'm going to teach you how you can make a super awesome baked potato. First of all you're going to need, or not all you're going to freaking need, the first thing you're going to need is a potato. This one looks a bit odd, like a disfigured man's knobber. Okay, now you're going to want to grab some beans. And some cheese. Okay. So, first of all, you're going to want to grab this potato. Give it a nice little wash off. Make sure there's no Mexican man's shite on there. Okay. You're just going to want to shank it a little bit. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. You're just going to want to put a few holes into the potato. Not too many or else it'll completely burn it. But you're just going to want to add some nice incisions there. Oh! Okay. So, Jesus Christ, I nearly just cut my toes off. Alright. So now that you've done that, you're going to want to get some form of container. I'm going to use a casserole thing. I'm fairly sure this is a casserole dish. If not, then I'm not sure, but one of these bad boys. If you do not have the money, or you do not have one of these, you can easily wrap this in paper towel. That will work just fine. But for now, I'm going to use this. Okay, so now that that bad boy's in there... Actually, wait, first you're going to want to dry them off. So just get your dishcloth or get some paper towel, and you can just wipe this bad boy off like you wipe your butt in the morning. Okay, so now that you've wiped off your disfigured man's potato, you're going to want to put it in there. And then you're going to want to get, I'm going to get oregano, paprika, or was it, yeah, it was paprika, rosemary, and thyme. Okay, so now that you've got thyme, rosemary, oregano, and paprika, you're just going to want to bring this crap over here and have it handy near your potato. Then you're just going to want to grab some extra virgin Fortnite player olive oil, and you're just going to want to pop this bad boy open. Then you're just going to pour an eensy-beensy little bit of Fortnite player olive oil on there. That's perfect. Just a tiny little squirt, if you know what I mean. Okay. Hold on. Now you're just going to want to get it and make sure that the olive oil completely surrounds the potato. You're not going to want to miss out on these herbs. Just get it in the dish a little just to add the extra flavor. Spin this bad boy around, rub it all over. You know the drill. Okay, so now that you've done that, I'm just going to wash off my hand just so I'm able to actually open the containers that contain thyme, paprika, rosemary, and basil. Just ignore the sound of dishes and stuff falling. That's completely normal. So I recommend if you've got olive oil on your hand, you're just going to want to wash it off with soap, and that will completely remove the oily effect that it sort of has on your hands. So you're not like a grease monkey who just finished busting one out. Okay, so now that you've done that, you're just going to want to get your paprika. I'm going to use my paprika first. You're going to want to twist this open if you actually can. I'm probably not strong enough because I'm a weak little bastard. Alright, hold on. Okay, so as you can see, we've got this small hole there. And that should be enough paprika. I just used quite a bit of that paprika, but it's always good to have a little extra. You can never go wrong with a little extra. Then you're going to get the rosemary. You're just going to want to put a little bit of that on there. Not too much rosemary. A lot of rosemary will overpower the flavor of the rest of the herbs. Then you're going to want to get oregano. And then finally thyme. Last but certainly not least. My favorite out of all of these is paprika, I'm going to say. Just because of the lovely flavor that it has and that it adds to the potatoes. Okay, so now you've got all that in there, you're just going to want to rub it all around. Make this beautiful, beautiful potato. I wasn't even recording me. Jesus. Okay, so your hands might get a little quote-unquote dirty, but that's perfectly fine. If you want, you could lick that stuff off. It looks really disgusting, like you've just been rummaging around in some dirt, but it tastes absolutely delicious. Now that you've got that bad boy all prepared, you're just going to want to put the lid on. If I can actually find the lid. Oh, there it is. Just going to want to put that on. And you should be all set. Boom. It's always best to have it in the middle, just a little bit in the middle, just so that it gets all the heat right in the center. Okay, then you're just going to want to open up your microwave and put that guy inside. Just like that. And I'm usually quite picky about the amount of time, so I'm just going to put it for, let's say, 7 minutes, 50 seconds. Because screw it. I have quite a lot of time. I have, like 24 minutes to do this video. I gotta delete some of the stuff in my, on my phone. Okay, so, just get your cutlery laid out like that. Got a nice setup so far. Oh god, okay. And then you're gonna want to put all this, these herbs back. So, alright, so, as you can see, it's all, alphabetical. The camera's a bit blurry, I don't know why. But yeah, so now that you've got all that done, we're going to get on to some of the next parts. So the next part is going to be beans. Now, you can get as much beans as you want. I'm not going to have like a bunch, but I'm still going to have like a good enough amount just so it'll completely cover what we do later on. So just get like a big enough spoon. Just a can of these beans. You don't need any fancy, schmancy, like rich people who annoy poor people beans. Why is my camera so shitty? You just need some normal Heinz beans. My camera is still, oh my god. There we go, that's a tiny bit better. Yeah, so just get some beans. Get a fairly big spoon. And I'm going to do 2 scoops. Actually, no, I'll just get the rest of this can. But yeah, usually you'll do just 2 big scoops out of there. Just wash this spoon off, because you never know, you might need it later to scoop some special sauce out of somewhere. Okay, now that you've got this empty bean container, you're just going to want to wash that out. And chuck it into your recycling. If you don't have recycling where you live, you're retarded. And just chuck it in the normal bin there. Now that you've got that lovely looking crap pile, you're just going to want to get a small plate out. And then just put it, like a small dish, plate, whatever you call it. Put it on top of the bowl. Now that's perfectly ready. I already pre-prepared this, but it is extremely easy. It's just grated cheese. So what you're going to want to do is grate up some cheese, and yeah, just put it in the like container that you have. It can be in a bowl, it can be in whatever. So I've just got it in this cheese grater container. Now, a really good thing to buy, I don't know what they're called, but just look up cheese grater and container, because this is extremely helpful. You just put this on, you grate the cheese, and it goes right into the tub. Now we've only got 4 minutes left of the thingies cooking. So I'm just going to show you how to make a nice cool drink. This drink is very good for parties and stuff. Well, not parties, but like if you're having a nice family get together, you got kids around. If you're older, you could drink like champagne or whatever fancy shit that adults drink. But for now, we're just going to get a glass, some orange juice, and finally, some ginger ale. If you want, you could add like those fancy sweeteners, you know, like the syrup stuff. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not fussy. So just shake up your orange juice a little bit. Pour that in there. Around that much full. Then you're going to want to put that bad boy back in there. That's what they always say to me. Okay, and then you're just going to want to get your ginger ale. Open that up. And just get the rest and fill it with the ginger ale. And if you want, just so you know that it's all mixed in, you can just stir it up a little bit. Just so that everything is all mixed in, you get the ginger ale and the orange juice both together. Let's drink. Delicious. Alright, so as you can see, we've got 1:50 right now. So meanwhile, I'm going to show you a really cool Minecraft build that I've got set up. Bruh. Freaking sync user data another time. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm loading into my redstone Minecraft world. The most yeah, so as you can see, we're loaded in, and we've got this beautiful contraption right here. So what we're gonna go do is just flip that lever, and as you can see, it brings the wall up. Flip it down, and it pushes it back. That's just a nice little feature I wanted to show you. So yeah. Now I'm fairly sure the potato should be done. As you can see, this video is completely improvised. I don't really care. I was just out screwing around with my friends, and I said to one of them, I'm going to make a video on how to make a potato. They said, do it, I dare you. So here I am. Okay, so as you can see, we've got this nice, lovely potato in there. We're just going to take that lid off very carefully and put it down there. Let me get the one without the holes. You don't find me saying that often. Okay, so now you're going to want to just precisely take this out and move it over to where everything else is. Now, while you're doing that, you're just going to, or not while you're doing that, but once you're finished, you're just going to want to quickly bring your beans over here. What the frick? Hold on. Oh my god. Make sure your microwave isn't completely broken before you do this. Just a good idea for all you folks. For God's sake. It's always lovely when nothing goes to plan. Okay. There we go. Now that you've fixed your microwave, you're just going to want to put the beans in for around 2 minutes. Okay, so this 2 minutes will give you a good amount of time to get every final part ready. So you're just going to want to get a plate, good sized plate. If you're having salad with this, I'm not making salad because I can't be bothered. These herbs are delicious. Oh my. Okay, so then you're going to want to get a knife, cut your finger off, and then just slice the potato in half. As you can see, delicious. As you can see, there's only a minute something left. So we're going to add the cheese. Just grab a buttload of cheese. I love cheese so much in the baked potatoes. So I'm just going to fill this thing with cheese. It might look disgusting. To me it doesn't. But it tastes absolutely freaking amazing. So yeah. Okay. I'm almost all the way through my recording time. Now that the beans are done, you want to, again, take the lid off very, very carefully, because that shit is hot. And then you're just going to want to grab all my beans. I'm going to have to, never mind, no I'm not. Then you're just going to want to pour the beans right onto there. If you're wondering why my hand is shaking, I have a extreme heroin addiction. Okay, now you're all set. You got yourself a beautiful potato, and you've got yourself no friends or family. I will see you in the next video. I love you all so much. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Or not subscribing, but leave a like. If you want to, you can subscribe. Up to you. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.